Hello, third grade, and welcome to Writer's Workshop for today. We wrote our very first paragraph of our personal narrative on Monday. Now, today we are going to write our second paragraph. In our groups this week, we will be going over our paragraphs in our groups. In this second paragraph that we will be writing, we will be adding more to our story. Remember, personal narratives are stories about us. And we are writing a story about a time we were scared. Now, I'm using a time where I had to meet new friends at volleyball, but you might have a different one. Whatever topic you are using is what you will use for all of your sentences. They will all be the same. Now, on Monday, we added our hook into the beginning of our sentence. We added our lead. Today, when we are writing our second paragraph, there are a couple things that I want you to remember. When we are explaining things, instead of using simple words like good, we can use interesting words like mouth-watering. We can use more details. We can show the reader instead of we can show the reader instead of just telling them I was in the kitchen. What did the kitchen look like? What did it smell like? What did you see around you? That's the focus of our writing for today, is adding a ton of detail so the reader thinks that they were there. Now, good writers read their writing over and over. They don't just write it once and then say it's good. Good writers look back at their writing multiple times and they will delete stuff and fix it and change it to make it better. So that's what we are all going to do today. You can go back and read paragraph 1 of your text. I'll be reading back on mine. Have you ever been afraid to meet new people? There was a time in my life that I was very shy. I wouldn't want to talk to anyone but my family. I loved to go to school each day, but I could never get the courage to make new friends. This story is about a time I had to meet new people during volleyball. So now in my second paragraph, I'm going to be adding some transition words. We looked at those a couple of weeks ago. We're looking at them again in our structure, our text structure. We can use words like first, second, before, next to begin. Anything that is transitioning us to another paragraph is a transition word. So I'm going to go ahead and begin. Remember, when we are typing, we use 5 spaces, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we can start typing. The only difference with our writing today is the transition words. The last 3 are the same. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I can start with my transition word. To begin. Whenever you use a transition word or a transition phrase, you put a comma afterwards. I loved to play volleyball. So this is a pretty simple sentence. So I'm going to show you how I can make the reader understand how much I loved volleyball. This is pretty simple. So I'm going to rewrite it and add more detail. I could say I played volleyball all the time. That means that I loved volleyball, right? I could say that I used to play volleyball with my friends each Saturday, and I'll capitalize that because it is a day of the week. That also makes it seem like I love volleyball. So you see how you can change what you are writing to give the reader more, help them understand why you love volleyball or why something is happening, to add juicy words. So I'm actually going to use, I used to play volleyball with my friends each Saturday. This week, I had to go to a new volleyball team. I'm going to add even more detail in our city. I didn't know anyone that was trying out. So I'm going to add to that. I didn't know anyone that was trying out. So I'm going to think about how did I feel in that moment? I felt. This is a word I want to see in everyone's paragraph. Felt. I felt like my skin was tingling and I couldn't say anything correctly. Need to add a comma because this is a compound sentences. You can always go back and add stuff as you are typing. I'm going to do a quick check-in. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 sentences. I need at least 5, and I need to finish my thought. I don't think I'll be able to finish this in 5, so I might need to have some more. And go ahead and make it a little smaller so I have room. Felt like my skin was tingling and I couldn't say anything correctly. Then, this team made you try out to play. It was very scary to have people watch me play. So now I see that I copied myself in 2 sentences. So I'm going to try to use a different word in there. So it was very scary to have people watch me while I tried out. You will never believe what happened next. I want to keep my reader's attention, so I might add in a hook in one of my other paragraphs to keep them reading. I want you to add this same one into the ending of your paragraph once you are finished. After you're finished writing paragraph 2, making sure that you have all 4 checked off, you are done for Writer's Workshop for today.